Well, predominantly what it means is that where workers want the trade union to be their collective voice in the workplace, and providing we can demonstrate a certain level of union membership and also a certain level of union support from non-members as well as members, then we will be able to make an application for trade union recognition, which, providing we meet those thresholds, the Director of Employment will grant the recognition within that workplace. That then means that it opens up the ability for the trade union to collectively bargain on behalf of that workforce on pay, on terms and conditions, in terms of consultations around reorganisations, job losses if it comes to that. So it means that workers in Gibraltar will have that collective and representational voice. Those in the public sector have enjoyed that for many years. Some parts of the private sector have, but this now opens up the whole of the private sector where workers want us.
So up until now, if an employer in the private sector wanted to say, we don't recognize the union and we won't negotiate with them, they could have done that legally.
Absolutely. So where we have got recognition agreements, and we do have a number of positive relationships with private sector companies, in those circumstances it's either been a voluntary agreement that we've struck with the employer, or it's been an agreement that we've been able to force through industrial means to get that collective voice for workers. What this now means is that if a sufficient number of members and sufficient workers show support for the union, then the employer cannot block that, and we can make that application through to the Director of Employment, and if appropriate we can also ballot on whether our members and the workforce want the union to be their collective voice.
Now, this comes at a particularly bad time for businesses. A lot of them have been closed because of the lockdown and the COVID emergency and lost a lot of money. So do you expect some dissent and perhaps some representations from local businesses as part of this command paper process?
Well, I think there's two elements there. I mean, obviously we are acutely conscious of the position around COVID. We're still having a number of conversations with employers around assisting them and looking to retain jobs, looking to retain incomes and to protect businesses. So, we've taken a responsible and pragmatic approach to that. Longer term, obviously, when the command paper becomes law, we do expect, as part of the consultation period, for the business lobby to make a number of representations to Number 6 on this. What we have said and what we will continue to say is employers need not fear the trade union. I've said it on many occasions that the trade union has the ability to actually make employers and make workplaces more productive, more efficient, to actually increase the levels of worker engagement, reduce the numbers of workers leaving the organisation, and these are factors that actually benefit the employer and the employee. If you look at the largest companies in the world, the most profitable ones, they tend to recognise the trade unions. They need not fear the involvement of the trade union. The collective voice of workers in Gibraltar is a positive one.